Hey everybody, it's Trainers103 here today with another replay cast. Finally, I'm in North Carolina. I just re-expeeded yesterday on my live stream. You can watch the VOD from the live stream. It's somewhere early in it. I mean, I did stream for like 8 hours yesterday, but hey, whatever. Follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/strangers123, and hopefully we'll actually get a stream later tonight as well. Excuse me. Anyways, this is not a stock North Carolina because I free XP'd it. I do have the stock fire control system, but hey, 21.1 kilometer firing range is more than enough, especially considering the fact that I also have a floatplane scout equipped. So, yeah. Anyways, getting on with the game, I guess. It's a bottom tier game, actually. Montana, Missouri, Lion Bismarck on the enemy team, Des Moines, Senjo in a division with a gearing. They have a Rune, Charles Baguette, getting Shimmer Benson, so definitely I'm quite under-tiered, but it's not too bad. I'm in North Carolina, so I don't really mind too much. This is the first ever game I played in the North Carolina after release, but it doesn't matter. I've had the Alabama SD for a while, and this is really just a better version of it, other than the fact that it's a lot more sluggish, something that it actually took me a little bit of getting used to. I was expecting better maneuverability, but I might have been spoiled, quote-unquote, by that of the Alabama. Although I don't really enjoy the Alabama as much, but hey, I mean, I guess the North Carolina is pretty much the same, and I didn't really enjoy this that much either, because I'm much more of a WASD battleship player than a kind of a static battleship player. Anyways, the first thing we spot is a Charles Baguette. I don't necessarily want to open fire right now, because if I open fire, I'm going to be instantly spotted, and everyone and their mother's going to point and shoot at me. So I'm going to wait for a better opportunity. That's not a really good shot, especially against a Charles Baguette, because he can always just turn. But if we can de-Baguette the Bravo cap so that our Shimmer's going to have a better time over there. I mean, he's sitting broadside, so, you know, I'd rather not this Baguette get too close to him. So it would be nice to be able to de-Baguette the Bravo cap. He is making a turn now, and I'm catching on to that. So I'm just like, no way he's going to do a full turn right now, is there? I mean, oh, you still spotted, mate. So I decided I'm going to take the chance and open fire, because somebody else on my team has opened fire as well, and, comrade, I take 27k of your health away, da. So he's definitely not having a good day, and he's shooting back at me. Wenzel gets spotted, and the Bismarck actually wipes the remainder part of his health. This guy didn't even shoot the same continent as me, but, then again, doesn't matter, because I don't think I'm going to shoot the same continent as this Benson either. I mean, this guy's only 12 kilometers away from me. I don't need to shoot that far ahead. So that was a completely wasted salvo, landing in the middle of whopping nowhere. But I'm getting a little bit too aggressive right now, and I really should be finding my way out of here right now. But, well, I'm going to figure out the sluggish nature of this ship sometime soon. This is where I actually make a big mistake right now. I should never have turned to shoot this Benson. I should have just turned away immediately, because my concealment was about to regenerate itself, so I should have started to head a little bit away, because, well, I mean, I'm not top tier here, so, yeah. Slightly better aim this time, but Bastard decided he's going to slow down, so well played to him. Regardless, I'm kind of going really ham on my first game. Our Shimmer still hasn't capped B yet, which is a little bit disturbing, but hey. Again, I'm really going ham in here, and it's a really big risk that I'm taking, but as we can see, a large portion of their team is actually on the western side, so for the moment it's fine, but spoiler alert, it's not going to be so fine later in a bit. But hey, it's the first game in the North Carolina, and I kind of wanted to compare its armor to the Alabama, and its maneuverability most specifically. You can see I'm starting to turn away a little bit right now. I'm going to try to pressure on this enemy Rune. But now that I see the Rune is actually parked behind the island, I decide I'm going to head in towards him. I mean, a large portion of our team's on the western flank as well, so, you know, we don't actually have all that much force over here. I marked the gearing for targeting, because that's actually very important to get rid of. Well, I mean, obviously we know the entire enemy division's on the western flank now, so they're actually not going to pressure me, but still. Arashimi decides he's going to go and flank away at the Rune instead of capping Bravo, which is a little bit of in my opinion, quite an intriguing decision, but I'm going to full turn my turrets, and then I'm going to engage the Rune and then turn away, but, well, I mean, if I do it this way, I'll be able to keep my front towards the large force of enemy battleships down there. who I probably should not be opening fire on right now, because all 3 of the destroyers are on the other side of the map, so they're not actually spotting me right now, so I could potentially get a decent sneak on this rune, but my turrets aren't exactly turned right now, and the moment I go around the corner, I'm going to be spotted. So I'm basically just hoping that the rune, who's got his turrets actually on port side, is facing them towards me, the rear turrets at least. I'm hoping that he would actually try... Oh no, never mind the word, but I'm pretty sure they were, so I was hoping that he would angle towards, you know, the other way so that I could shoot him better, but I still get an alright first salvo on him, and now I'm going to turn away from him and keep my bow towards the enemy battleships down there. But I'm getting, like... And, well, okay, this is another mistake I'm making here. Instead of trying to focus down and finish his rune off, I'm turning my turrets towards who knows what. No clue why I'm trying to point my guns over there, because I can just lock my turret towards the rune to shoot, but... So that's quite a bit of a mistake. This replay's a little bit desync. My turrets weren't that far off point. Like, they're only, like, I think I should be able to shoot, like, now. There you go. And that's basically the rune done for. But there's Missouri's around. There's little Bismarck down there. He was shooting HE. There's Missouri, I think, was also shooting HE, but that was basically the mistake of getting way too close. I'm going to trigger my heal instantly because I know I'm going to keep taking damage over the course of the next few seconds. He shoots HE at me, so I'm like, oh, I can make my turn away. And then like, okay, Montana's there and Lion's there. So if this was old Citadel sizes, well, North Carolina's always had rather small Citadels, but if it was, I definitely would have never gotten this close. Montana does get 1 Citadel on me. You can tell by the the regenerative health. Because you can see this heal isn't that good. So I do believe he did actually get a Citadel on me. You'll see it later on through the total amount of health I can regen as well. But it's not too major of a problem. I mean, if this was an Iowa, I'd be dead. So you know, I would never have done this with an Iowa class for the old Citadel. Same with the Montana, to be honest. Getting the double fire there, I do decide to Damacon and swap to HE because, comrade, I play a good battleship player, da. Anyways, just gonna start heading away right now. 20k health, just use a Damacon, heals up in 40, so that's quite a bit of time to keep running away from, and I'm still gonna be the primary focus of the enemy. Guys? Why are you pointing at this guy? Why are you not trying to finish me off? I mean... Oh, okay, fine. Broadside Ibuki, but you're shooting HE at him, guys. You know... okay. Anyways, this Lion's, for some odd reason, you know, going to decide to broadside some stuff, so he's gonna be broadsiding quite a bit of stuff, and obviously I have HE loaded now when he does that. Comrade! Screw you. So I'm swapping to AP right at this point, and triggering my heal the moment I get it available. Pretty good, looked like a good salvo against the superstructure, but some of them probably fell short, but that's a full reset on the Lion at least, so that's quite nice. Loading back to AP, and guess what? At this point, this fucker's going to angle against me, so fuck life, am I right? Aribukin's still doing quite alright, so that's nice to know. Oh, he's talking past right now, but that's fine. Lion actually decided he's going to angle out, so replay's gone a bit derp. There you go, my ship's back. Pretty terribly aimed by me, so I could have gotten the kill on him, but really, really poor aim. He shoots back at me, gets 1 penetrating hit, which is fine for me, honestly. And actually, on second thought, I don't think the Montana did actually get a Citadel, because I can still heal quite a bit more than I thought. So, I mean, I guess I got away. I'm now sufficiently far away that I can regain control, well, good enough control over my survivability. Take a butt shot at the Montana, and I'm going to start turning back in towards Bravo, because we do have people in C. We never actually capped Bravo, neither did they, and 4 deflections, comrade, deck armor. How does it work? So I'm going to turn back towards Bravo, because it seems that our western flank is actually winning. I mean, look at that, Mogami is still on half health, and their Senjo's almost dead. Their, well, correction, is dead to the Mogami, and the Des Moines is bleeding, so it seems we're going to win that flank. Our Iowa's still there, Conqueror's, he's never really been in the battle, it seems, but you know, our folks on that side are still doing just fine. Nice dispersion on my end, but that's just USN guns for you. Gonna keep hard in turning and slowing down. This is the point where I realized that, hold on a moment, this thing's actually quite immaneuverable compared to that of the Alabama. Anyways, HE salvo coming up. because it's still in Montana. It's still got, it's got solid armor, so it's not like I'm going to do heavy amounts of damage to him spamming AP at him, unless he's broadside at close range, in which case I can do heavy damage to him. So I send him an HE salvo on the way, and I do actually paste a fire on him, which is kind of nice, and at this point I probably should continue focusing on said Montana, who just knocked out our Ibuki, which is a little bit unfortunate. But if I get good fire RNG and some decent HE salvos on him, I could actually win this trade against this Montana if he doesn't have full premium. That's the reason why I don't have track selected target turned on. It makes it easier for me to figure out what people are doing with their speed, and you can see I've got a pretty good salvo airborne. Trying to spread it across this ship for more fires, but 6.5k plus 1 is acceptable damage for me. And at this point, he's getting smoked up, so I'm going to make an away turn, because I don't necessarily want to push into that. Our Shimmer on 1 health. Look at that. That was a guy that was a beast, so well played to him, he's still alive. So with the Montana gone and me not really having tracked him, I tried to snap a shot over the island at the Bismarck. It was pretty poorly aimed, I aimed it short, so it's probably going to fall short, even for those that do go over the island, and there you go, Salvo does in fact fall short. However, we are points disadvantage, but we are, I guess you can say, kind of ship's advantage. I mean, their Montana's alive, our Conqueror's alive, Missouri, Iowa, and then, we've got an extra destroyer, but both of our destroyers are quite heavily beaten, but, so is his enemy Montana. He's having a really, really bad day with his health. I think he even took a couple of torpedoes inside the smoke screen, which is why he was forced out, so, I'm going to keep pressuring on, do paste a little bit of more damage on him. He's still burning, he's still flooding, so, nicht good for him. Although, he is counter-healing a little bit, and the fires have expired right now, so, but hey, the flooding just deals so much damage to the Shimmy, does actually manage to pick up the kill in the end. So that's their top-tier battleship gone. Our Conqueror is still alive, and doing just fine, I believe, because it's a Conqueror. If I can get my guns to point there, yeah, he's still doing fine. Pull in with a 7.5k single-fire salvo against the Missouri, definitely quite nice. I'm going to get towards the island, so I don't have to engage the key at the same time as I have to engage the Missouri, because that's not really something I want. He's spamming HE back at me, so bugger all for him. I don't really care too much about that. If he wants to spam HE at me, it's really just us trading against each other with our salvos. A little bit unfortunate, but at least HE is going to be fully regeneratable for me. And I'm not that heavily pressured on health, but okay, that was one penetrating HE shell, and the rest of them all went into something silly, some kind of weird spaced armor deal or something. I am going to be spotted by this plane, so I do order my anti-aircraft to focus it. This is my semi-AA build, so I am, obviously, I do have quite the capable anti-aircraft firepower. I'm going to snap a blind shot into the smokescreen right now, but the Missouri was actually moving full pelt. Focusing the next plane as well, because I want to get through. We don't exactly know where the Benson is right now, but, okay, I really mumbled that English. We know exactly where the Benson is. I mean, he's capping C, that's what I meant to say. So he's not going to contest me at all. Going to load some of these AP shells, because the key has incredibly bad armor, and he is semi-broadside on towards me, so with, the Iowa right behind me, we can definitely make some serious damage to this guy, if not upfront kill him. So, shot on the way. The Iowa's, I think the Iowa, I mean, look at that, that's like... Reap! Both the Iowa and me in the combination, but it seems I got the most of the damage, and I even picked up the kills, so, poor guy. But, Amagi could have gotten away with that, even against both of our guns, and Amagi could potentially have gotten away with that at that range, but, not the key. The Amagi could have trolled a few of those overpens or deflections, so, yeah. Anyways, I still have this broadside Missouri on here, so I'm gonna shoot at him as well, but, it's Missouri, it's got this troll armor as well. But, hey, we've basically got this game pretty firmly in our control now, because we've got the firepower, we have the map control, and we also have the points control. Now, Missouri-chan decides to do something quite interesting, in my opinion. Her front turrets aren't even pointed there. I think she might be trying to angle against Shimmy Torps, but that means you're going to be broadsiding your enemy battleships, and if I can hit your rear warship, I can definitely do some damage, but I don't think that was the rear warship, but I still picked up a quite good chunk of damage on him, so that's definitely not bad for me. Now, we know where the Benson last approximately was. Shimmy puts a smoke screen for us. I don't think it's because he's spotted. I doubt it, because if he was spotted, the Benson probably would have shot him. Our Iowa says that he got a 950 damage Citadel, because, well, I got my Citadel on him as well. But this smoke screen is actually kind of useful, because it means I can push into it and figure out where the guy is. Well, rather said, I have a 50-50 chance whether he's to my left or to my right, but what I do know is exactly where he isn't, because the smoke screen is covering. So, the shimmy thinks the guy's further up towards the north, and I could just go unspotted, and then suddenly, smoke screen! Now, I had a fishy feeling he was heading around to our north, because our shimmy was heading south, so that would have been a safe zone for us. But for some reason, he decides he's going to smoke, and we do still have a full fucking health Iowa, so that's not really a problem. Loading the AP shells, because HE's just going to be so much weaker, and then I realized both our shimmies are so low on HP, but the compliments to these guys, because, well, I mean, that shimmy knocked out both the enemy shimmy and the gearing in one torpedo salvo. This Iowa is being very kind to me. He's taking the torpedo the only torpedo I would potentially even have to dodge. So, yeah. Anyways, he's full of health, so he can definitely just rush in there and insert gun here. And, I mean, that seems to be what we're going to do. The Iowa's heading towards the smoke, so I'm going to head a little bit more to his western flank and just make sure we can cut him off and prevent him from actually running away indefinitely, because if he does run away, we'll know about it, and if he runs away, we can just head back south and then just lock down the caps. Now, I do the double M trick there just to see what the smoke screen looks like, and it seems like the smoke screen was placed a little bit more north. Now, this is very interesting, because it seems as if he didn't put it and run. It's not as if even he was going to get spotted or anything. So now it's really just a question of, does this Iowa have concealment, or does he have acquisition? But, I mean, this game is still, you know, pretty much won, because even if he does get one more torpedo salvo and he finishes off Iowa, he can only get one more torpedo salvo, that's it. And it seems that our Iowa might even have acquisition. Oh no, he doesn't have acquisition. He does blat half the remaining Benson's health off, and I'm going to steal the kill, finishing the game with 170,434 damage. 81 shell hits 3 citadels, and I think all of those were full damage citadels as well. I mean, the Iowa managed to nick one of the kills. I did get the key, though, but hey. 3 kills, could have been 4. 3 fires, and a couple of them actually burned. A couple of defended ribbons. Assisted cap later on. A couple of secondary hits on the rune, but let's be completely fair, I should have died there. The enemy team should have focused me down, and if they had focused me down and then killed the Ibuki, there is a good chance they could have won the game, actually. Although, you never know, because we did have a full HP Iowa and a reasonable health Conqueror at the end of the game, so you never really know what could have happened. With a 50%, I do get the 10.5k experience, which is quite nice. 523 XP, not the world's most important. Who cares about the credits, because I don't really need them. 2.3k natural XP, base XP even. Not that bad. Did compliment both of the Shimmers, because they did really, really well. I think I gave the Iowa one as well, despite being full health at the end of it. Excuse me. We did have an AFK or a Senjo that achieved absolutely nothing. So we were definitely disadvantaged in the beginning. So it was quite nice to be able to pull through that. Though the enemy child would get suiciding at the start was quite the interesting move. Detailed report, 23k off the rune. It's a rune, it bleeds a lot of AP damage, especially against US battleships. Key 17k, the broadside of me, so that's kind of what you'd expect. Finish up the Bensol for 2.1k, 46k against the Missouri, 30k against the Montana. Did get a little bit of fire, and the, well, almost 30k damage opening salvo against the Charles Baguette, helping our Shimmer in B, although he never decided to stick around there. Though they did manage to win the western flank, so I guess that's perfectly fine. Although, you know, him trading away the rune, probably not the best decision. Credits and XP, not the world's most important thing. I mean, hey, you know, it's a normal tier 8 ship, so what do you expect? I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. Comment if you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/strangers123. Hopefully I'll get a stream for you guys later tonight as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.